everyone, I want to talk about cheap food in Japan because it is so easy to find and it's often really delicious. And so we'll just jump right into that, okay? So the first place, which just seems like a really obvious place, but I think in America, we don't always think about this option because the option isn't always as tasty as in Japan, is the grocery store. What? In Japan, they have a lot of pre-made little meals that are ready for you to gobble up and to feel happy about because it's so delicious and so good and it was really cheap. When we were there, we would often get nigiri sushi, which basically is the slab of fish on top of the little nugget of rice, and it's delicious. And it was so good, and it was only $5 for like 6 pieces of sushi. Top that. Top that.
I'm king, and they know it. When I snap my fingers, everybody say sure, I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot, top that.
Are you kidding? I'm so embarrassed. Look at how funky he is.
Supersonic, idiotic, disconnected, not respected. Who would ever really want to go and top that? Top that!
And then they also had yakisoba with rice, and they would have dumplings and onigiri and just a ton of things that you can take away with you. Wow, I sound drunk. And just a ton of things that you can take away with you and bring back to your apartment, Airbnb, or hotel room. And they make a great meal, but it's quick, easy, and affordable. The second place that I love, and we frequented there all the time, along with many Japanese people do the same thing, is it's called a Conbini, or a convenience store, which includes 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and there's one other, but I can't think of the name, as being like top 3 Conbinis to eat at or to grab food. And what I love about them is that you can get coffee, you can get juice, everything you can think of drink-wise, pretty much.
So this is the warm section. It's really cool because all these drinks are hot when you get them. And this one is cozy. It's got a sweater on it and it's got a lemon. So I'm guessing it's like hot lemon water, but it's very hot, which is really cool. So you can get hot coffee in a can, you can get hot tea, hot milk tea, hot, I don't know what kind of drinks those are, but it's really cool.
And then they also have a lot of those pre-made, pre-packaged little bites to grab on the go. Similar to the grocery store, but it's also very inexpensive, and konbinis are everywhere in Japan. You will walk down the block and you'll see a 7-Eleven, and then literally turn the corner, there's a Family Mart, and then there's another one right across the way. So we had one in our area that we stayed this last time. We had a 7-Eleven down a block and then around the corner, and then we had a Family Mart that was like down 3 blocks or something. That's where we got those delicious pancakes, the 7-Eleven pancakes. And then we'd also get onigiri for breakfast at the Family Mart. And they do have oden, but it looked a little weird, so we didn't get that. But you can get a lot of things like yakisoba sandwiches. You can get pre-made hot dogs with weird stuff with them. I don't know. It's a lot different than getting food at a 7-Eleven in America or a gas station in America, where it's like, how long has that been there? Who all has touched that? That seems gross. But in Japan, it's totally acceptable, common, and normal, and delicious to eat at Conbinis, and really affordable. And then the last but obvious choice is fast food. I feel like in America, the fast food prices have really risen considerably to where it's like, you might as well go into a sit-down restaurant to get something, or one of those bowl places that are like $10 and you get a ton of food that's actually not too bad for you. Whereas you probably will end up paying $10 for artery clogging crap at our fast foods. However, in Japan, their fast food is amazing, and it's a lot of the things that are traditional Japanese foods just in fast form. So for example, we had soba, fast food soba noodles. That was a lunch, and each of ours cost like $4.95 or something, but it was a considerable amount of food, and $4.95 for really good food, that's amazing. It looked like they had vegetables that weren't stored in a freezer for a year and then shipped to the restaurant. It was like very fresh and very tasty above all. And then we also had I'm not sure what the place was called, I don't really remember, but it was gyudon, which is, I think that's what it is. But basically it's a beef bowl with rice and vegetables, and then they crack a raw egg on top and you're supposed to mix that in. So good. And like for something, it was under $5. It was amazing. And it was so much food. They gave you little pickles. They gave you obviously the rice in the bowl. And then there was one other side. I think it was potato salad. I could be wrong, but if I have a picture of it, I'll put it in there. But yeah, when you think of fast food in Japan versus in America, it's unhealthy. People get fat. It's like that whole supersize me thing where it's just gross, and the stuff that you're putting in your body is chemically enhanced and really weird and mutated and all this weird stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love me a Wendy's sandwich, but I'm just saying it's not on the same level of good quality or healthy or cheap as it is in Japan. So when in Japan, feel safe about eating the fast food. It's so good. But yeah, those are basically the best if you're in a pinch and you just want something quick and easy, and maybe you've had a lot of amazing ramen and you're like, oh my gosh, can I just have something else for 5 seconds? A fast food joint is not a bad option in Japan. You will not be sorry, and it's usually pretty adventurous and fun. A lot of them have like a vending machine type setup where you put your money in and they have little pictures and buttons to correspond with those pictures of what you're getting, and then you'll push the button and you'll get a ticket and you bring it up to the clerk and they start your order, and that's how it goes. It's really cool and convenient. And so I hope you'll try it out. If you have any favorite fast food joints in Japan that you've gone to, let me know in the description box below. And don't forget to hit that like button because you love this video. I wish they had a love button, right? And then please smash that subscribe button as well and join the Random E family, and I will see you guys on my next video about Japan or about my vlogs or all of it together. Okay, bye.